Hey everyone, Coach Mark here from Mr. Triathlon, helping you progress faster in triathlon. Um, this is the second in my live videos for beginners. In the first week, I talked a lot about my main message was really just get started. So whatever you do, just make sure you start. That's the biggest hurdle sometimes, just starting. And what I was going to follow up with this evening is because I talked in the first series a lot about when you get started, just take your training nice and easy and then you'll stay consistent with it. And that's the best way to progress when you're a beginner. So, don't get injured and keep your training consistent. So what I was going to follow that up with tonight is a short video on easy running, sort of how to do easy running. So why you should do it, and then also how you should do it as well. So can you go too fast or too slow? And what's the right level to pitch it at? So I was going to do that. I was also going to do a good warm-up routine and a cool-down routine as well, because they're the best. That's the best way of getting some really good consistency and preventing injury in running. However, I'm not feeling great this evening. So I'm a bit under the weather myself, as you can tell. I'm a little bit bunged up. So what I thought I'd do is I'd do a video this evening and just on whether you should train when you're feeling ill or not. And I was going to start just by some just really brief definitions of what different types of illness. So, if you're really badly injured and things really hurt, then you shouldn't train anyway. It's an absolute no-brainer. If you sometimes have a head cold, but you're feeling your muscles aren't really aching and you feel okay, then some people think it's okay to go ahead and train as well. You can still train. You may not get the best benefit, but you can still go ahead and train. And the other one is obviously if you've got head colds, so you've got sneezes, you've got sniffles and things like that, but you're also feeling really achy as well. So that's exactly how I feel today. And my message, I think, for any of those, no matter how you feel, is just to take the day off and not train. I think you get a lot more benefit out of a training session when you're feeling good and you're feeling motivated and ready to go. And if you're not feeling good and you're not feeling ready to go, then I don't think you should really train. I think what you should do is just take the day off, wake up the next day, and just assess how you're feeling. And if you, sorry, I'm feeling a bit. So what I think you should do is, wake up the next day, see how you feel, and if you feel okay, then go ahead and train. If you don't feel good, then take another day off. Again, 2 or 3 days off, you're not going to lose very much fitness at all. And then when you feel like training again, you'll feel fit and ready to go and motivated, and you'll get a lot more benefit out of those training sessions. One thing I've found as well with something like Training Peaks, and sometimes people are, I don't know if you're familiar with Training Peaks, but all the training you do shows you like a fitness graph. So if you're training at the right level, it should steadily increase, and it shows you getting fitter and fitter as you go. But what happens if you take a few days off training is you start to see that really dip down. And sometimes that can be motivating and encourage people to continue training because they don't want to see that dip. So I think it's better. I don't think that is as accurate as it needs to be. So if you see it dip down, then you don't need to worry about it a little bit. In fact, what I do sometimes, if I take a few days off, I go in and put a little bit of a few training sessions in there to keep that level of fitness, because I don't think you really lose much fitness if you take a few days off training. So it's my philosophy in general about training, whether you're ill or you're not ill, is that if you're not feeling it in any particular day, some days, I wake up in the morning, I set my alarm clock at say 10 to 6 or something in the morning. I get up, it's really cold. I make my way down to, my gym here in the garage, get on the bike, pedal for a few minutes and just think it's not really happening today. I don't really feel like it. My view is don't train, take the day off and then wait till the next day till you're feeling much better. If you're continually feeling like that and taking like large amounts of training off, then I think that's another conversation that you need to have with your coach and say, it could be something to do with motivation, it could be the training's too hard, etc. But general rule of thumb, whether you're ill or you're just not feeling motivated, if you're not feeling it on a particular day, take the day off and just rest up, have a little lemsip, and then just get back onto your training when you're feeling much better. So yep, that's my message. So quite short and sweet tonight because I'm not feeling too great. What I was going to show you really quickly is, let me just get this up. So I'll show you a preview of the run video that I'm going to show you next week of how to, use plyometrics in your training to really create a good warm-up video. So let me just add this in now. There you go. So, oops. Yeah, there you go. So this is a little video. Just rewind that back to the beginning. We're doing this live. So this is a little video recorded while I was at Seaside a few days ago, and just recorded some plyometric videos. So that this is a really good way to get a really good solid run warm-up in. Yeah, so these kind of exercises like this are really good for warming everything up, getting everything loose, really activating the right muscles for running. So I'll take you through this in more detail next week. This is my version of it. What I'll show you is it's based upon this set of warm-up videos that I found on YouTube from Ethiopian runners. So hopefully this will play. So you can see all these kind of little movements they do, and there's lots they go through in different orders. And it's fantastic when you see these guys doing it. So, they do all these movements, and I don't know if you can hear that on the stream, but they're all perfectly in time together. I think you can just about hear that. And, this is fantastic. And these are all the kind of movements and they do. And, they might do this for a 2-hour warm-up or just a 2-hour session without even any running involved. But all these different kind of movements, there's lots of different ones you can do. So I've taken some that you might want to have a go at yourself and try yourself as a really good run warm-up. You're going to look a bit of a tool while you're doing it. But these are brilliant for just getting everything nice and loose and strong before you're running. So yeah, I thought I'd just stop that. Cool. So yeah, I thought let me just get that off the screen. There we go. So what I thought I'd do is show you a quick preview of that, and that's what I'm going to cover next week. But yeah, like I said, my main message is tonight, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling great, then don't train. You're better off taking a few days off. Just let yourself recover, and then when you get back to it, you're motivated. You will get more benefit out of your training, and you won't lose a lot of fitness at all if you take a few days off. And you're probably even going to feel better. You're probably going to feel much better when you get back to training, and then you can just get back on it. So I'm going to leave it there this evening, have my lem sip, and I'll speak to you all soon.